remember when I first got here, it was my first time to be in a big international airport. I remember I was so scared walking from the airplane. And I walked out and there was nobody, so I just followed the people, just followed the crowd.
Erwin Mendoza is a young man from the Pacific island of Ponape in the Federated States of Micronesia.
I was like, man, what should I do? I was so scared.
His flight to Honolulu is the realization of a dream that began thousands of miles from here.
I got my baggage and I went outside.
Now he's about to embark on one of the most remarkable educational enterprises in the world. Erwin has been accepted and is about to begin his freshman year at Brigham Young University, Hawaii.
Good, very good.
Located on the north shore of the Hawaiian island of Oahu, BYU Hawaii is a vital educational resource for students from some 60 different countries. As Erwin and his fellow students complete their education, they will experience a careful blending of superior academic instruction, reinforced by spiritual and moral values, combined with training and hands-on job experience. All of this takes place in a safe, secure setting of diverse cultures and customs. The university will prepare Erwin and his associates to provide for themselves and their families, and to serve their church and bless their communities and nations. To Erwin and thousands of other students throughout Asia and the islands of the Pacific, yearning with all their hearts and prayers to obtain such an education. To parents struggling to see their sons and daughters get a superb education in a safe, moral, spiritual environment. To the sponsoring church, which desires to educate and train its members and future leaders. And to nations all over the world anxious to have educated young people with a sense of loyalty, integrity, and destiny help them build their countries. Brigham Young University, Hawaii represents a magnificent light of hope. As an integral part of Brigham Young University, BYU Hawaii is supported and sponsored by the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. Together with the Provo campus, the university fulfills a vital role in the church system of education. In addition to meeting high academic standards, students prior to being admitted are interviewed by an ecclesiastical leader. They must have adhered to and promised to continue to live high moral and ethical standards.
It's a code of conduct and a guideline for how we live our lives and represent ourselves as students of this university. And to me, it's an extension of what I was taught as a child by my parents. I was raised with a certain amount of values, and I was taught to always carry myself to the best of my ability in the way that I speak, the way that I dress, and the way that I act.
Faculty are carefully chosen. As a result, students are instructed by knowledgeable men and women of faith, dedicated to building belief and conviction rather than eroding it.
We see the teaching, not just the academic, the training of the academic or training of the mind. We see it as well as teaching of the things of the heart, the integrity, what makes the whole person. It's also a vital part in teaching of this university. So they can graduate not only with a degree in academic training, but go out with character, with integrity, and that's what makes a whole person, a whole-sighted education.
Students enrolling at BYU Hawaii discover that their education is grounded in a solid foundation of academics, experience, and relationships. Recently, U.S. News and World Report made a ranking of America's colleges and universities. Brigham Young University, Hawaii was rated in the top tier of Western liberal arts universities. The reviewers cited academic excellence in several areas, along with sustained advancement in its overall academic progress, and were duly impressed.
We have only 2,500 people here in our school. Because of that, we have like small classes. So we can interact with professors and a classmate, and then also because of that, professors have a lot of time for each individual student.
The classes usually have 10 to 15 students, and it gives the possibility for the teacher to work one-on-one with the students.
In addition to the excellent academic instruction students receive, opportunities are provided to participate in significant undergraduate research projects.
Hopefully it will help, this presentation will help students to enjoy learning chemistry.
This project is really exciting to us because what we're doing is using multimedia, particularly emphasizing color changes and animations and molecular models to help the students really understand what's happening in organic chemistry. And it's a really big plus for the students actually working on the project because they really understand organic chemistry better. Plus, when they apply to professional schools and graduate schools, it's a super big plus.
Most of the students coming to BYU Hawaii bring a great sense of destiny with them. They know they are at the university for a purpose.
A BYU Hawaii education is more than good, solid academics. It is more than our wonderful cultural variety, and certainly more than the physical beauty of our campus. It is a place where the skills learned in the classroom can be applied to everyday life. We're fortunate to have adjacent to our campus what has to be one of the world's most comprehensive student laboratories. I'm speaking of the Polynesian Cultural Center. One-third of our students work there. It is a vital way for them to pay for their education, an education they couldn't get without the Polynesian Cultural Center. But it's also a way for them to gain needed experience and apply principles learned in the classroom on a day-to-day basis. Where else can students get such a hands-on work experience and practical education in such diverse fields as the principles of business management, human relations,
the next concept we're going to talk
business,
about is the 7-11 rule,
performance, communications, food preparation, languages, and many other fields of study.
and this is a dance that our ancestors did.
At the same time, they learn to understand and value their own culture.
I've always loved dancing, but coming here I've realized that it's in me, it's part of my roots. And I get up there and when I'm on the stage, it's not even like I'm a star or anything. It's like, this is me, this is what my culture is all about and my people. And I never thought that was something I had within me, but I've discovered that coming here.
Many of the students who come to BYU Hawaii are members of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. They come with a desire to be near to those of similar faith and commitment.
I think it's a spirit of unity, of harmony, of diversity, yet it's blended in with the gospel that makes it indescribable. A meshing, if you may, that brings both gospel, social, religious, and culture together in a bond that is impossible to replicate.
We are all like the children of God here. We always encourage each other to be righteous and follow the Jesus Christ, example.
In addition to academic excellence and practical training, Another significant benefit of a Brigham Young University Hawaii education is the exposure to other cultures that takes place once a student enrolls.
My understanding of the word aloha comes from its original meaning, and the word is derived from ha, or the breath of life in the Hawaiian culture, and the breath of life is always very sacred to the people, and so the word aloha is more than just a cliche. It's a spirit that's actually prevalent on this campus. It's when people exchange their lives with each other and they actually become a part of each other.
For me, the spirit of aloha means caring others, caring your neighbors.
It's very important for us to have the mutual understanding. So I'm very lucky. I was recommended by the China government to come to the BYUH to have the continuous learning.
I never thought that I would have friends from different countries, you know? And as coming here, I had a great privilege to understand and learn about other people. And it really changed my opinion.
Learning to give hugs openly, learning that a kiss on the cheek doesn't always mean intimacy, but just friendliness, harmony. Being able to taste different foods, to understand different modes of dress, or the way that people sit, or the way that they would answer, enhances you to interact with other people, and that's what it has given me, I think.
Everybody has a good attitude. That if you're in trouble, they help you. You know, they say hi to strangers. They're just so friendly, so nice. You don't feel like you're, oh, I'm just a student here. You know, you're like part of a community. You're part of something. It's really neat. It's really neat. You have to be here to feel it.
Even though we have geography, language, and things like this that accentuate our differences, the gospel demonstrates our similarities and our sameness as children of God. And the church organization and the gospel of Jesus Christ just puts these kids together in a way where they fall in love with each other. That's the principle.
Parents see BYU Hawaii as a way to educate their children in a climate of safety, morality, and a wonderful cultural mix.
To realize that she had met her goal as she walked up to the podium to get her diploma and walked down the stairs, I was right there, and I guess my first initial reaction was, yes, she did it.
You know, the teachers are very good here, and I would like to have my daughter to have study, both to learn the language and also have the international exposure, since there is a lot of the international students studying here.
The thought of the blessing that BYU Hawaii has been in our lives bring tears to my eyes every single time. I feel very deeply. About the difference it has made. I don't believe that any of my realities as I have them now would have been had it not been for BYU Hawaii.
The Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, sponsor of BYU Hawaii, views the university as a spiritual light of hope to its members and friends throughout the world. Through the university, a wide range of students from very diverse backgrounds have an opportunity to be educated and strengthened in their affiliation and service. The university experience also provides a wonderful format for leadership training. In addition, many of the students who attend Brigham Young University Hawaii have either given or will give 2 years of service to their church. Usually this service is performed outside of their own countries.
I thought, what a fantastic opportunity to go for 18 months to forget yourself, your problems in your life, and just be focused on other people. And it has been exactly that.
I serve with sisters from 43 different countries, and I've learned to communicate with them, and I've learned to get along with them, and that I learned from BYU.
At its rather humble beginning, specifically at the groundbreaking to begin construction, Church President David O. McKay made a rather astonishing prediction. At the time he made the statement, Laie was a small rural community with very limited educational opportunities. This spiritual leader's eyes saw far beyond the surroundings of the day. His original prediction is literally being fulfilled as graduates return and bless their families, their church, and their nations. The complete education students receive prepares them to step into positions of leadership and trust.
They want leaders who can stand up for right, for truth, for virtues. And this is what BYU Hawaii is all about. That's our mission, is to provide those kind of students.
I've had several opportunities to travel through the Pacific and Asia since being here at BYU Hawaii, and we speak of their destiny, and I've seen that. I've seen students who have been here, former students who have gone back to their home islands, their home countries, who are making positive, significant contributions in their community, as well as in the church. I see that destiny each time I stand in front of a new class, and that, I think, is part of my philosophy of teaching too, that you can't ignore that potential.
With an education in so many positive aspects of living, BYU Hawaii students are prepared to be the international ambassadors of peace as foreseen by President McKay.
Oh, when shall I see Jesus and reign with him above, and shall hear the trumpet sound in that morning?
They have learned that peace and brotherhood come from within, and that it's impossible to have lasting peace without having undergirding moral values. Peace is best nurtured and protected by those with values. Graduates from BYU Hawaii walk away with an underlying value system. They have the superb education, the valuable skills, and the knowledge to provide for themselves and their families. They have a greatly enhanced appreciation for their own and others' cultures. They are students of depth, uniquely prepared to bring peace to the world.
I really do stand in awe as I watch our students learn to love and respect one another. I keep thinking that what we have here is a mini laboratory for world peace. And the glue that sticks us together is our beliefs and our moral codes that wrap around everything else. It's the perfect combination that binds us together as children of Father in heaven. It is reassuring to me to know that we can coexist. We can learn to appreciate and value other cultures. We can have peace within ourselves and within our communities. And we can offer an academic training that has depth and meaning at the same time as it nourishes faith. Our pledge is to ensure that this university will continue to be a light of hope to the world.